You tell him!
Frazz.
You tell him I'm coming!
eSports.
Tell him I'm fucking coming!
Straight out the Brooklyn basement. It's the GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast.
Yo. What the
like
fuck? Welcome
Yo.
back. GodMode Podcast. We just went in.
Yes.
I like that, bro.
I just
like
played
that.
it live on camera.
I like that.
Yo.
God mode. Oh man.
We made it.
GodMode.
We're here. This is the first time the picture wasn't up.
Yeah.
I just left that in and played that shit. Yes, I do play that intro every time.
Oh man.
Yo,
I love
you know why I did all of that for us is because this is episode 187.
Let's go. What happened? 187, bro.
This
You know
is
the
187.
You know the vibe.
man.
You know, so it's like
You know the
it's
vibe.
special, just numerically.
Yeah, you know.
187, man.
We'll tell you guys later.
Everything has a meaning, man. Everything.
Shit. So we're rolling now, and who do I have in the building? Frazz eSports, the fucking
sir.
tournament killers.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers making it happen right now. If you got headshots, you need to see these people
If
immediately.
you think you're killing Warzone,
Immediately,
man, we need you.
whatever you play, immediately.
That's
got-
at Frost Esports on Twitter and Instagram.
Plug it. I want all the plugs right at the
Don't
beginning.
forget Frost_Esports at Twitch. You know the vibes, bro.
That's it, man.
You know
And
the
when you
vibes.
hear this, Frost Esports, you know it's us. You know it's us.
I'll record you in this booth.
Oh yeah,
That's a fact.
definitely.
We need
I will make it.
You know I need that button.
We need that. God,
Come on.
we need that button,
God
bro.
mode. I
Come
need
on,
that.
man. You forget where you're at, man.
Hold on. Let me.
You in good shape now.
You know the vibes.
I
bro.
need
You know
that.
the
I need
vibes.
that. You know what? I'm tired of saying that because you know what? I'm gonna say that 1,000,000 times. For every dollar I'm gonna make
That's a fact. Frost
with esports. You know, what is esports? What is esports to you? Like,
Esports to me is something emerging that makes sense because it allows athletics to go beyond the body. It allows because you know there's many times I've had conversations with Brooklyn Bob on here about VR and stuff, and I have strong opinions of the amount of evolution that it's going to put onto us. And esports is the beginning stages of it, just like fucking drone racing.
oh yeah, I love
You know what I'm saying? I saw drone racing the other day. I'm like, yo, I need to find 700
You gotta leave.
because that's kind of like what's gonna bring me in right there.
I mean, I want to race. Like, you know, they have a drone landing spot not too far from us.
Oh, I wasn't really gonna like practice rules.
He said just
no, it's
practice
no rules. But
Right.
I was
Regulations.
gonna race around the block.
oh, you think you're gonna survive for long with the drone?
No. I wouldn't like once I learned how to fly it, bro. Don't forget because like I know I'm stupid. I do on cars. I push. You just go. No. With a drone, it's going in a wall, and that's
gas.
$7, bro. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Listen
yeah.
to me.
One mistake and
It's like a surgeon.
a financial
A
mistake.
lot of those have the self like if you let go of the stick, it self stabilizes.
Right.
So that's the DJIs,
Yeah.
right? DJIs is drones for beginners, right? Because it has collision, avoidance.
Yeah.
Self-landing, stuff like that. You need that.
Most of those new ones, I looked up like specifically racing drone starter kits because I didn't want like, drone, just word drone.
Right.
I saw what racing drones did, and me, I'm a car guy, so it's like,
I could do that.
no. What got me was the fucking goggles,
The VR.
the goggles.
Oh.
I mean, I really like the whole experience is cute and cuddly without those goggles. When you put those goggles on, it becomes some surreal,
Some real life
visceral. It brings a new level of visceral to the human psyche. I think
Right.
it's very interesting.
It's different. It's a different.
I'd like to
option.
experience it because that's what I
Right.
think it does.
Right. A lot of companies are gonna start experimenting with it, so we're gonna see a lot of tech with that, bro.
Imagine pulling up to some place, just taking your car out for a drive. Boom, you do some nice fucking chilling, and then you stop somewhere. You open the sunroof. And you go over the canyon, and you got the things on, and you're like, it's like this is like a combo experience,
Right.
and you get all the footage.
Right.
Okay.
And you get a first-person perspective as well. too.
Yo, it's really
And
neat.
you could listen to me, and that may be the segue to my next, point. The reason why I really feel that esports is evolution and the next level, and where we are going in life, like not just in sports.
Yes,
right?
that's what I absolutely. We are 100%.
Because it's like so many things are turning digital, and think about the medical things. We were mentioned earlier, like doctors performing surgery remote.
Yeah, remote.
Like right now, since the sign of the times, everyone is working remote.
Imagine.
This is not the best time to know that, hey, wake up. This is what we're headed for. The next gen is what we look at in movies.
Well, the next gen, I think, we have all the hardware at this point
Close.
in separate systems, subsystems, and companies. We have everything needed. If AI were to start existing, these things could be fundamentally repurposed, and we would have total nice AI robots. But then you're getting into the next touchy level
Right.
of this thing.
Right.
You
'Cause
know what
remember
I'm saying?
Touchy, I like touchy.
We're trying to train AIs to think and
Well,
think
they
for
call it
themselves.
touchy because you gotta touch it. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
cojones,
You
my
gotta
man.
put some
You gotta put
physicality.
some cojones.
But remember, they trying to make AI think for themselves and eventually evolve on their own, and we don't know what direction that's going to take us.
Do you think that it's possible that we were made to make AI and we're just a step in the evolutionary process?
One in the step, or a product of our own demise, right? Because I said we can only make AI as smart as it wants.
Taka Assassin says what's up.
Hey, Assassin, what up,
Assassin,
man?
bro. See you in there, bro.
That's the other side of the team right there. Shout out,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's the other admin right there.
Shout out to Assassin over there, man. Holding a big weight over there, man.
That's a fact. Shout out Texas.
Hey.
Everything bigger than
Oh,
Texas.
I forgot to have us on. Now we're
You
on.
know the vibe.
Everything
Look,
big, everything
now
big.
you can see. Now you can see yourself.
Well, I have him so we don't gotta look behind him.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. Yo, what's that up there? Oh,
That's a fly, Brody.
that's a star on the screen right there.
We gotta fly.
Nah.
Shit.
But yeah, you touching the point of all. Well, I know I'm gonna touch back. Remember that point about AI and what AI means. I want you to think about that. We're gonna talk about the actual word AI, right?
Like, you want me to give it a definition?
No, we know. We're gonna get there.
Oh,
Right?
Your
So-
thoughts and opinions on what that means.
okay.
So we're gonna get there. But the reason why esports is big for me, and you say alternative reality, right?
Mhm.
Is because
It's the next verse.
for me, the physical aspect changed. When you said you put on the VR, you want to experience something that you could never experience. You could never experience flying
Like that. No way.
like that, like Superman.
You could, but God.
But first of all, you
you
can't
need
fly
a
that.
You're
jetpack
risking-
scout.
you're
You
risking
need a
your life.
No,
jetpack
hold on.
scout.
First of all, if you
on a
see
base
some of
jump.
those,
And with this, yeah, you're right. This has no risk. You're absolutely right. That's the big.
if you see that drone,
That's the big turn on.
that's the big part. We're
Yeah.
gonna get about that in the tournaments too, about of living a reality.
Because I want to skydive.
Living a reality. Wait, you could skydive through that drone, and feeling.
This is what I want to do. I want to scare myself.
the
Like go
next
up and go.
level.
You know what I'm saying?
The next level is instead of seeing, right? What if you saw and felt the feeling?
Now you're getting into technology. I would say comfortably is 15 years away.
I don't know if
I need that right now because
Yes.
coming from a major accident which broke both of my legs 4 years ago, reality has changed for me,
It's nuts, man.
right? And it may be a curse, it may be a blessing, but I'm gonna make the best out of it.
There's
Right.
stuff coming for you that you're gonna love.
So
I'm telling you, bro. I'd say that because I'd wear it without having an injury.
but even still,
It's coming. It's coming. So I think you're gonna be okay with it in the next couple of years, bro.
the
They
thing-
got some cybernetic limbs, bro. You're gonna be spaceman.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna be like,
They're
Bro.
restarting the exosuits, bro.
And people, the snowflakes are still gonna go. Why are you wearing that inside? I have an actual situation. Puto. You know what I'm saying? And then zit, zit,
Listen to me.
zit,
I
zit,
see myself-
zit, zit, just walk away, Scout.
you know,
You know what I'm saying?
I'll say
How cool is that?
I was blessed enough to keep both of my legs, right?
Yo, for real.
Like even
Have-
you know, I know both you guys saw the photos. I would never show those photos. I would want to look at those photos, but I shouldn't have my legs,
But
right?
you do.
But I do, and because I need to walk, I need to talk, I need to say this
yeah.
mission to really push esports as an alternative reality in a space, a safe space for kids and people and adults that really don't thrive socially in the real world.
Now let me ask you this, and this will dive a little deeper into my personal questions. Like, you know, when you question something, I always like
Right.
I love this idea, but it's always a double-edged sword in regards
course.
to how it could be used, right? So it's like when I'm thinking, you know, kids at a young age exposed to, you know, shooting people in the face.
Right.
A very good interpretation of shooting somebody in the face.
Okay.
Is that considered a perk or a desensitization? That's where the morality questions come in, and you just got to go, what's better for humans as a whole? Like, do we want to really, if we desensitize a little bit there, then the next generations are going to be
Worse.
not worse.
Well, okay,
They're not going to have that situation.
Right,
Yeah.
right, okay.
That's
It's
kinda true.
It's like genetic engineering. I would compare it to that. This is social engineering. You know, genetic engineering, they'll go, okay, well, we're going to change this, and then you're going
Right.
to grow a third arm. You know, well, you change stuff and social stuff without thinking about it, you might grow a third arm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy the way it's actually its own body, like society in and of itself. And I think the more we get connected with the internet, the more this phone goes inside your head and you become connected, that's when we're going to be our own gods, ladies and gentlemen. And we're years away. Neuralink. And that's years ago. You know, the stuff I heard about, you know, but again, it's a jump in the right direction.
But I feel like what you're talking about is already going on.
Yes.
And that's another episode.
Oh, don't tell them
Because-
everything. I understand.
I mean,
Because-
in a
Don't tell
sense
them
it is.
everything.
In a sense, it is.
Because one, we could talk about AI and a lot of side tangent, but I really want to get across the mission of what esports means to me.
Talk to me.
I-
Tell
you
me.
know,
Tell me what
before
it
you get
means.
to- I guarantee at one point Siri's gonna answer a question that you did not ask her. Just saying.
Listen
That's
to me,
all I gotta
Siri.
say, bro.
Siri, talk to me. Don't talk to me because I don't want you to talk to me right now. Okay.
What does esports mean to you?
So esports, you know, going back, breaking my legs 4 years ago, and I have a love for sports. Right. I was, very active, planning to be very active more as
Right.
everything's getting
Right.
better.
Right.
And I feel that when you said VR, I have a photo of me sitting here with a VR in the hospital bed, right? And if anything made me feel more alive in that moment, I was laying in hospital for 3 months, but me just putting a VR on, playing FIFA, playing 2K, playing Battlefield, running through, made me feel like, you know what, everything is going to be okay because my love for gaming is still going to be there, but now I live a different reality because I can't physically dunk anymore. You understand? I can't physically run and roll.
But here you can.
But here,
And you can go above
I can
and
be
beyond.
anything.
Yes.
I can do anything.
Yes.
But yeah, I could have dunked before. Now I could dunk 360 and not think I'm going to break my legs
like
again.
Zion, you know what I mean? Feel like
Yeah,
the little
bro.
Zion,
You know,
dunk, you know
or
what I mean?
score a goal. Like, you know how vindicating scoring a goal in the FIFA is? It takes so long for the build up, but feeling that. It's feeling like you're actually scoring. But
Yes.
it's the
Because you
same
worked
feeling.
for it.
Yeah.
You
hard.
worked for it. Now, the debate will be, did you work for it needlessly because it's a digital thing? Like, no, bro.
No.
You're actually entertaining your mind. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I should broadcast this stupid shit that I do sometimes on PlayStation.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm on Twitch there, but I'm like, I can't. I go on abduction missions in Metal Gear Solid. Like,
I mean-
because you can fault and extract people.
Yeah. But
So I make it my
Right.
goal to just go on the map, no mission, no
Right.
nothing, and
Right.
abduct the entire map. And the video is always called
to be honest,
"Everyone
to be
Flies."
honest, not too much people is doing that, so you would get an audience there. To be honest,
Right.
I don't
You
know
what I'm
because the game is old, so it's like.
saying? But people
that-
like watching old games.
That's my next question
You know what I'm saying?
to you guys, because these are, because I do want to broadcast, but it's like, am I just a fucking retard for doing that? Like, does anyone
Right.
give a shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
There's people that's thinking like, yo, I wish this game, I could watch this game. Maybe I don't have the skills on the access to get the game, but you have it. They can watch it through you.
Hold on, let
Right.
me
You know what I'm
let
saying?
me pull something out of the book. Like, I don't want to bring everything out, but in the making is, I have a person that really just plays nostalgic games.
Okay.
Right? He plays Doom. He plays, Bloodborne, or all these, RPG games where you can only play alone, quote unquote.
Oh yeah.
Or in a free roam.
I know
world.
all about that. Yes. Sir.
And some people just don't play online games together with, and you know what? It goes back to my fact. You can be anyone you want to be there. You can be that killer.
Let me tell you,
that has the big sword, right?
I'll be honest with you. My understanding of especially MMO games
Right.
is insane.
Right.
I know it doesn't look like it, and it's retarded, but like I'm an old EverQuester. If anyone has heard of EverQuest,
I don't know.
What is EverQuest?
That's probably before me. Yeah.
Is it, I'm thinking
Got
like
me there, buddy.
it's the first MMO. Period.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
And it's the same as compared to World of Warcraft.
All right.
That's kind of that, but a little bit more grainy.
I get what you're saying.
And it was ridiculous. And that whole, and I was like, yo, I'm part of something. Right. And we were walking with my friend along this stupid thing, and there's a bunch of people sitting, and there's like a ceremony going on. And we're like, we walk in, start jumping, sitting, and everybody's like, sit the fuck down, sit down. And they're typing. And I'm like, oh, you're getting snippy on me. What is this shit? I'm
Take
here.
it serious.
I'm here to kill trolls, pa. What is
right,
this?
right.
And they're like, there's a wedding going on. I'm like, and shit just hit me like, yo, there's people really legitimately doing their lives on this thing, and it's a cool concept. They're trying it. I can't blame them for it,
Right.
but but it's still kind of like, and I was part of that shit, and it was amazing. And we're talking 56K dial-up shit.
Right.
I know. I get what you're saying.
Yo,
Imagine that, and
$14 a month for that fucking
to
game
think about that,
back
right?
then.
And to think about what esports is
Today.
2019, like
my God.
they sell out arenas, right? Arthur Ashe
More
Stadium.
than the Super Bowl.
Listen to me. Arthur
that's
Ashe
true.
Stadium is his 2019 Fortnite Bowl, and it took over a whole tennis stadium. I'll hear that again, and listen to me. The prize money was millions. To think about that, and to think about the guy, shout out to Booga, right? The guy who won that tournament,
No
right?
shit, he got $1 million for that.
What? No, it was 13 million.
13.
Oh,
What do you
it?
mean? Don't. Listen to me. That's unheard of.
Yeah, it was
listen to
13.
me. He was a 16-year-old kid that won 13 million off of one tournament, right? Of course, he's won more money before that. But
That's
to
just-
win that, you're set for life, right?
that should speak volumes.
Well, not set for life.
That should speak volumes, to be honest. Like that kind of price tag. If somebody's willing to pay somebody like $14 million to do what they're doing, stop and listen.
It's a no-brainer.
Stop and listen.
It is.
But I'm just happy that's what's happening.
Right.
Because I grew up with this shit, and it started from Dune for me.
Right.
Dune on a word processor.
Right.
Dune, son. Dune. Sandworm shit, bro.
He doesn't remember this. He doesn't remember
Yo.
this game, but Oregon Trail.
Nah, I don't know
Every
about that. Yeah.
public school,
Yeah,
I
before-
think.
before-
The
before my
Oregon
time on
Trail
that
in the
one.
computer where you put the floppy in, you flip the little thing down, Scout, and you hear this shit go, and it reads, and this was megabytes.
Imagine
I
that.
mean, young.
Like
I'm
dial-
crazy.
I don't recall that. I had CDs.
I can't, I hope within our lifetime we see computers plateau.
Listen to me. I want to see.
Quantum computing, like plateau the whole technology so we're just on level stupid all the time.
I mean, in a sense of.
Hold on. Stop on the stupid. Computers making us stupid. Do you want
In a way, yes.
creators AI the fact that we don't use that muscle anymore? Listen to me. That's the strongest as
and
one
we-
of us in Europe.
What is a computer made of? A brain.
But that's lazy platform work.
Don't look
You
at
set
that.
up the platform, you set up a platform and now you sit back. You can't do that with your brain, right?
Let me ask you this. I'm always interested in true AI, how does it develop? Where does it store new memories? Is it programmed to look at new things and new processes and store them? Like,
But hold on,
you know what I'm saying? And then make decisions whether they are to be used or not in a relevant situation.
do you ask that question about your own mind?
Right, but my mind has had practice since a kid. Will we have to train a robot just like a kid? And if we can,
We do.
that shit is fucking dope.
We do.
But listen, that
do.
But
It's
we
a
train it
movie,
to
but
be
we
better
was
than
filming
us.
that. This
That
is
that
a movie.
AI is going to be better than us because why?
Eventually, absolutely.
They're taking off
They're immortal.
the small things like,
That we
oh,
consider-
I broke my arm.
Like
Oh,
emotions.
I fell off a bike. Those small things that we feel, people feel that is bad is actually character, right? So adversity builds character. So they're pulling that out, right? And then what is an AI? Just an emotionless, heartless, I'm going to say this, a brainless thing.
And it doesn't have consciousness. See, the one true thing is the word consciousness.
Right.
We are all right now collectively, all our viewers, and thank you for chilling with us tonight.
Shout out to viewers.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, ask questions, talk to us. We're into like
Yeah, what's up
random
with the chat?
topic,
What's
like
up with the
topic
chat?
swerves. I aim
Of course.
I aim to hit like the cones in the road with some crazy topics. So come on, talk to us.
Sure. So let me just round about what we do and what's our mission and
What is the mission?
So our mission is to expand everyone's horizon and palette for esports, right? Because
I'm on board, man.
as anything that's new and taboo, no one wants to be a part of it because they feel like, it's out of the norm. Hey,
As you say, going
I'm
against the
sitting
grain.
in front of a video game
This
for
doesn't
10 hours
feel
a
right.
day
It doesn't
and
feel right.
I don't go to work, but do I actually work?
Mm,
You get me?
yes.
Right? So,
There's many ways to actually attain that level too.
right?
Some people are good enough. I think it's now it boils down to the skill level. There's inert reflex skills that are just better on some people than others. Some people are just ninjutsu with the shit, and that's where the sport shines. But the time limits change. Sometimes you'll have to keep a job
Right.
and do tournaments and shit.
Right, of course.
I see some of these Tekken motherfuckers, bro.
Right.
What?
9 to 5.
What?
But still come
No,
on.
when you
great.
see the fights, it's like you look at it and go, that's total control of that game.
Of course.
Literal. Both of these people fully know the controls of every single aspect of that game, and they are going to war, Scout.
Right.
And everyone knows
Every
the
command,
moves, bro.
every
It's
command,
like,
everything.
what? You know,
Down
You
to the
think
T.
about
the
it.
like they
StarCraft
practice.
people, like, all right, I'm an old StarCraft head.
Yeah.
Okay. Before my Korean friends came, I was cool. I was all right.
Right.
But then when they told me, you have to count your clicks, Pops.
Yeah.
I said, what do you mean? Clicks per minute.
Mm.
I said, what? Nah, man, I just kind of like the wing shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll make 2 workers, not 3. They're like, no. At 75 clicks, you should have this, and this, and this, and this. I'm like, oh, they have it down to a science.
Science.
Here we go.
And you can't.
formula.
And and they run it by statistics. And if they miss a click, they're already like, nah, you know what? I don't even care about this anymore. I'm gonna get killed. Like, oh, I lost already. Like, bro, no, you didn't. You know, he will though.
Right.
And it's chess to a degree that a chess player has no idea about. How about that?
Understandable. I can see that.
You know what I mean? If you take a straight chess player and you put him in front of Warcraft and go, play this 10-year-old.
Yeah. Get demolished, right?
Woody.
Is it still not chess?
It
It
is.
But it's real-time
All games.
chess.
Of
It
course.
is. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Skill level, right? And then,
The thought process into it,
Exactly.
right?
Because the 10-year-old believes in it.
yeah, of course, in a
Right.
different level.
He's in a different... When I'm playing, bro, that's it. I'm there. I got the headshots, bro. It's just happening.
And can you apply science to or a chess-like nature to every aspect of life?
I think it already is. Nature is the greatest scientist.
But then why would we not say, hey, you just want to play. Hey, I just want to walk outside. Hey, I just want to go to grocery, but not think about the science all the time,
And people do.
right?
You're allowed to.
Of course.
And that's what makes it so, it's a weeding out process. There's consumers and there's creators.
Right.
There's nothing wrong if you're a creator.
Right.
But if you're in a consumer thing, you're not around the people like, I don't know. If you're a consumer and a creator's bit, like, you bring people into the lab, they don't understand. There's like, play beats for me, bro.
Right.
I don't want to know, like, what the fuck.
How do you make it? What's the number clicks do you make?
Right. Yeah, exactly. When a beat guy comes here, he'll go, oh, you have this and this and this. Yeah. I'm like, yes, I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but you have to float in between. Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back to you, King, about
King,
the
he's
AI.
just in technology right now.
He's
in
the
technology.
AI
He's a social media. You know what? We did it all wrong. We didn't even introduce ourselves. We're half an hour in. It's like FrazzeSports.
This is the 187 episode, man.
187.
People are gonna remember this.
Forgot the whole thing.
Let's hit a rewind real quick. All right.
I think we need to hear that God mode again.
God.
mode.
God mode.
You know the time, man. So I'm King from FrazzeSports. I'm the admin, CEO. I handle all the communications and social media network for it. Like I said, follow us on FrazzeSports _FrazzeSports on Twitch and FrazzeSports on Instagram and Twitter.
What he means is
You know
he's
the
the
vibes.
gatekeeper.
He's a gatekeeper,
You know
man.
the vibes.
And my name is Stephan. I use my real name, right?
As you should.
FrazzeSports. Professional. You king. You're the king.
Come
Remember,
king.
he's the king, right?
We all kings and queens. That's how I look at it.
You know
what I mean?
taking esports to the world, man. FrazzeSports.
Yo,
That's what it is.
y'all heard it here first.
Yeah, I mean,
future. You listen to me. Future reality alternatives, right? If you look at the name. Future. Let's say it again. Future reality alternatives. Right? As I mentioned in the rewind, the little appetizers that we gave them, we're looking to the next level.
Right.
What is our future?
Right.
What is our reality?
Right.
Does everyone
Do they add up?
and does everyone always need alternatives? Who doesn't like options?
Right.
True.
Right. Speaking of, I got to shout out the admins, Assassin, Styles, Chance. You already know the vibes. I need y'all. You already know it. Make it work.
Yeah, I mean, we got other people, that's remote,
God mode.
God mode.
I was waiting.
God,
man.
appreciate them for holding down the fort.
You are IDDQD guys,
Listen
man.
to me, we worldwide, and listen to me, I mean worldwide, and our reach. You're not gonna imagine how far we've made that reach.
You already
in a
know.
small
Talk
amount of
about-
time.
So what's up, bro? You know the vibes.
So FrazzeSports, man, that's our intro. That's us, man. Doing big things, doing big movements,
Building a platform for a community that everybody can use, and
Yeah.
build and grow from.
Right now, we need community, man.
We do.
Do we
You
more
know,
than ever?
And a lot of kids grew up with this tech. They understand it. It's soothing. You know what I mean? Sometimes I sit down and play Modern Warfare, bro. I'm 36 years old. And I sit there and I just forget about it and I just lick shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even keep my microphone on. I talk to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro.
I mean, Warzone, you need a mic. Let's be honest.
Like, bro, you suck. Like,
You
bro,
need to
bro,
call
I
out.
have a job, bro. I'm
need
gonna
to
do the
call
best
out.
I can. I'll get you at least once.
Hold on. People used to play Fortnite with no mic so much that they brought buttons out to people say, like point out enemies and stuff. Like they had to use
ammo,
marking.
because it was. To me, it's pointless. I think you need it. I need you. I need communication. It's real life, like a relationship. I need communication,
Dude.
Listen to me. You can't sit here and say, I'm gonna sit here and fight 100 people with my teammate and not say a word. Impossible.
If you could, like, you know what I mean?
It's not some telepathic shit.
What?
We
Yo,
moved on from that. We got English language for that.
yo, I remember I played Warcraft on dial-up for the first time in my life on my father's fucking graphic design computer. My boy called me up. He goes, bro, we can play together. I'm like, nah. Because I'm going to call your computer.
Yeah.
I said, all right, do that magic. My phone rings, the fucking computer, and then I see typing, like chat.
Right.
And it's like my friend told me about, like, he was old enough to where he saw hip-hop come out. Like, one day there was hip-hop, wasn't hip hop, and the next day there was hip hop.
Right.
Like that day, and he was there, and it's like the same thing for me here. It's like, what? This is interconnected play. The game was shit. I lost. It doesn't matter. I don't even care, bro. I was able to talk to this kid because he called my computer, and today we're on the verge of putting the goggles on, man. We're on the verge of diving in, man.
Right.
The metaverse is going to be a very interesting place.
It is.
And right now, and when computers plateau, when the power plateaus, content will be the most important thing.
Yep. All we need is time right now.
You know, so it's
We gotta
the intellectual property now. Once you put the goggles on and maybe, I don't know, a suit later on, I think it's gonna
get some gloves later,
or something that can input sensory.
Yeah,
like
the
touch
nervous
sensory.
system.
Yeah, exactly. If
Right,
we can
so-
if we can wirelessly tap the nervous system,
right. So it's
let's be
like the
let's be
exosuits,
futurists.
You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
look, you implant something. It
Right,
touches
like a
your
chip.
nervous
Right,
system,
right.
and then that little piece goes Wi-Fi.
I mean,
And
there's
then it
millions
could
of movies.
engage your nerve, and it's scary because now it's alternate reality for your body.
Right.
So now we can actually travel through dimensions, can't we? We just travel into the digital dimension,
Right.
and now the next thing that we're going to try to find out is how to stay.
Right.
That's just the natural course of things.
But what's gonna happen when we stay? To our
That's
physical body.
my friend. This is a very philosophical question.
Is it gonna be like another Wall-E movie?
The question. Well, the question I'm thinking is, will there be an option to leave it behind? Will we make the choice from going to wetware to software?
Right.
Because the
That's a fact.
for real. Because and the most important thing, the consciousness that we're all experiencing, can we transfer it without interruption? This is the key, in my opinion. If you're gonna transfer consciousness, all right, let's go. But it's got to be. I know that, like, I'm here now, so if I'm gonna, there's a robot there, I know I'm gonna wake up right there, and I better see exactly me, dead, alive, doesn't matter, because that thing's pointing at me. Then, okay, don't tell me you're gonna upload me just yet. Like, when that happened, then I become that thing, and then I have to realize there's no going back.
That's a fact.
There's a movie like that.
RoboCop.
Well,
You're not
even
going
where
to die.
even more like,
You need therapy
you know,
to
Netflix
understand
has
to
some good
understand.
movies, right?
I mean, if you're gonna live forever, bro. I mean, think about the world already as it is.
Well, like when they remade RoboCop, I really love one scene that they have in it where, you know, he's just like one lung or something, one hand, and his brain stem. And when they first built him, he was like, "This is a suit." And they're like, "Yeah." He's like, I can't. That's it. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. I can't. Right. He's just snapping. I can't. You take the suit off. They're like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, take it off. And they start taking off pieces, and all that's left of him is his head
and his spine.
The spine.
I remember that.
And it's like, whew.
Like, are you sure you don't want the suit?
Because there is no taking it off.
Right.
That's the thing. And I think people are going to need major transitional therapy. But I think that, first of all, for the elderly, it would be a godsend to be able to move, you know, to even have the sensation. If we wirelessly tap the nervous system now,
Right.
These people,
I need that.
These people can walk. People who had injuries, you know, if you can transition that whole feeling inside there, you're on a new level.
I want to run again.
But here's the risk with that, right? Because
There always is a risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No risk, no reward.
Now
You know
you're
what I'm
talking.
saying? But
Double-edged sword.
if like the other malfunctions, yeah, we can work with those kinks. But like I feel like if we don't work the mental part of it out, like then it becomes unstable. Because now if you give it to an unstable person, you create a criminal. It's gonna be like some Arkham Asylum shit.
A digital criminal.
You know what I'm saying? A digital criminal. He gonna use his abilities to take advantage of.
It's human nature.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yes.
gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to ask before you do the whole thing, is it worth it? Because this will happen.
Right.
Like, as sure as you were born,
Eventually.
it will eventually, maybe 10 years from now, 20 years from now, but you're going to have to deal with this. You know, if you could think it can happen.
Of course.
Well, I mean, probably as we speak, there's probably scientists already working on it.
Listen to me. Your mind is a powerful thing, right? And as I mentioned earlier, it's the most powerful muscle in your body, right? Why? It's not lifting weights, right? But what are you teaching it, right? You're lifting weights by learning, reading, you know, actually having mental food, you know. So
Neural connections.
if I sit there and you know what's a good app? No sponsorship, but Elevate is a good app, right? Is you sit there and really just think about things, because even though you're not in school anymore, this is the reason why they have the show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Because
Most people are
Definitely.
not.
Shout out to Elevate, by the way. I use that app every day. You know what I mean?
Somebody tell me about this app. What is this?
Yeah,
This is magic.
So basically, it's a brain training app, but it uses games.
Ah,
you know
okay,
what
I
I'm
got
saying?
it. Say less.
So
I know.
it's
Right.
not really hard to comprehend.
Now I know.
You learn, and it learns with you. So you're like your level.
It's very interesting.
It learns with you.
what
You know what I'm
happened? What happens when you don't use a muscle? I know
It
that all too
fades.
well.
That's it. You
It
can't
fades,
use it
you lose
anymore.
right? So
Yep.
your brain is always there to use, right? And it's like the AI we talk about. But you know what? Who created the AI was our brain. So if we can make our brain stronger than the AI, which it generally is, because you know what? I call it the entourage, right?
Right.
It's evil. It has to have good and evil to make something.
It's a yin and the yang effect.
The yin and the yang.
Those
That's true.
philosophies apply to everything. Everything applies to physics. You know what I'm
course,
saying? At the end of the day,
Right, we on God mode, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I believe in God, but as in the same time, I believe there's a devil and there's evil. So to always think through that and say, hey, it takes two.
right?
You know, it always has multiple things involved.
So we're still at the yin and the yang.
right?
You know,
But we need the balance.
exactly the balance. I think is that magical power.
We need the balance. I mean, I'm a Libra, so I'm gonna tell you right now, we need the balance. I'm a scale. I'm a scale. I'm gonna tell you we need the balance, because I mean,
Yo, if I put something,
can I say if there's too much good, is it a bad thing?
too much
is that-
is too much good a bad thing?
Yeah, is that such a
It could be, because now you got to think of the Matrix. Remember, the first Matrix that they ever made, it was perfect, utopian. Too much good, and they said the people went insane.
That's a fact.
And it's weird how correct and thought provoking that part of it was, because it's like, shit. If it is absolutely perfect, what are we striving for?
Right.
Who's striving? Is
I mean,
anyone even doing anything? Okay.
I mean,
Wally. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah,
Perfect
he
world,
collecting
like-
trash, making money.
Yeah.
like you think about a perfect world. Are people perfect? How would they? No.
I think
right?
the imperfection makes the formula.
Right.
That's
the
a culture
imper-
piece.
That's how I done.
You know, individuality, when used in hive mind with respect to individuality, this is
Right.
what we need to really attain.
Right.
We have our individuality, but we're going to get to a point where it's like let's say you have a problem you're solving in your head, and you go, you know what, I'd like more opinions on this problem, or I can't solve it. From your head, you broadcast it, and then other people will go, oh, I've solved that. Literally talk in your head, go,
Right.
I've solved that like this. Somebody say, no, well, yeah, but then this, and this, and this, and this. You can make your idea public.
Right.
These kind of things, once we start controlling them like that, this is the good side of it. The bad side of it, we already know. Mind control,
Right.
you know,
Manipulation. Right. I mean, it already happened.
because
before
like
that.
you know how people steal your identity. Now
Right.
they're gonna steal you.
So,
Steal you.
your
Think
body.
about that. Think about that.
Because, I mean, they're already getting it to a point where they're going to steal your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why a main reason why I don't like Tesla. Because I know it has a computer, and anything with a computer,
Somebody can hack and kill you.
thank you. And if I'm a
I can
CEO,
jump
I'm
out.
not driving a Tesla
But listen to me.
that can be controlled by a computer chip. That's all I got to say, bro.
Listen to me.
I prefer a manual car at that point.
You're looking to say a manual car, right? You're a mechanic.
I want a Tesla.
You want a
How much mechanical pieces are in the cars that has been made in the last 10 years? Not much. A lot of it is computer, if I'm not mistaken.
What do you mean?
Chip computer, the engine
Well,
is more controlled by a computer.
Absolutely. This was in the early 90s.
That's
Okay.
20. That's 30 years.
Yes.
So
The early 90s started seeing from carburetors to fuel injection.
right.
And fuel injection had to be controlled by very simple, primitive modules. That if then, if this, then that. That's what's in a car. most of the time.
IFTT, right?
So, and it had to be quick DOS shit. and that was OBD1, onboard
Right.
diagnostics
Right.
1. And then in the late 90s, it went to OBD2. They said, we need a standardized system to fix cars. Smart
Right.
shit.
Okay.
It is.
You know, all different
Commercialized, too.
manufacturers have to have that OBD system. And it's like,
Commercialized.
wow, you guys, okay, that's pretty neat, like how they got together. Now it's
the
going
main-
wireless.
Wireless,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Now these things,
You unlock your car OnStar, like
the,
those things.
the combustion engine's on its way out, boys.
Yeah.
Listen to me. It's
Slowly
gonna go.
but surely.
Listen to me. It's gonna go like this. Beep, beep. That's the next sound, right?
Okay, but here's my thing though. You see how people restore old cars and the old transmissions in the manual? You can't
Right.
do that with
Why do you
automated
need to
car. Bro.
Why do you need to restore it?
You can
It's
concentrate on other areas.
Like anything, it's gonna
If I don't-
depreciate over time. It's material.
What
Well,
is
it's an
gonna,
interchangeable
what,
parts.
Hold on, wait. You said a Tesla's gonna depreciate? I have a video for you right here.
Well, so does every other vehicle.
It doesn't though.
But you can restore it.
No, it
Like
doesn't. Hold
the
on, wait. The Tesla, and
regular
I'll
vehicles.
I'll shout out MKHB Marquise Brown Lee. He's a tech guy on YouTube. You know, I look up to him. He's been around for years. So he has a Tesla. He has a new Tesla. He has a Model S, right? It's the car. He calls it the Phantom or whatever he calls it, right? And he made a video 2 weeks ago, right? And he says, why buy a Tesla? Does it really depreciate, right? Come to the point here. You drive a car off the lot, right? It goes, as soon as you drive it off, it drops.
Yeah,
That
big time.
E
That's
is
a big drop off right there.
So at that point, it continues to go down, right? Even if you fix it, paint job, it still go down, right? Let's go to Tesla, right? You drive it over the lot, it doesn't drop that much because Tesla is the go-to car and the most valued car right now, right? Tesla stock is over 1,000 if I didn't check recently, right? Coming from $200 a couple of months ago,
Right.
right? So talk about a rally and who's leading the monopoly. The Tesla goes, I get an update. Goes back, but doesn't go back to the full value of the start, but it goes up. I get a new launch mode. I get new safety features.
Right.
All right, a couple of years ago. All right, I get a new battery life with software updates, right? So we say AI.
And they
is
made
our-
it interchangeable. So if you have an old one, you take out the old battery and you put the new battery
There we
with
go.
the new
Here's-
goodness in, and it's
here is-
all integrated.
Here is my another flip, right? I'm still going up, right? And I'm still here, and it's not depreciating the same as my car. You could change your battery. He said he got a new phone, right? And he said he had his phone for 3 weeks. He had his Tesla for 1 week. His Tesla updated more than his phone.
That's awesome. That means that they're really, really going into this hard body and telling other companies, like, you can't slack on this part neither.
But here's
That's-
the only thing a negative.
I
thing
love
about
that. I absolutely love that.
is the fact that it's making us dependable on these companies now.
What do you mean? It's just an
Like
it's
we're
just-
not doing it ourselves. We're gonna have to
Well,
send our car into Tesla for them to replace the battery.
For now.
Because think
For
about the
now.
generation that is coming too. Not you guys' generation. Think about my generation. You think I'm gonna sit there and learn about how to install a battery in a Tesla?
some of you will.
Hold
I
on,
disagree.
Monopoly, right?
I disagree.
Someone said to me, Tesla's the iPhone of cars.
Right.
And it fits you, right? What is iPhone, right? It made people stick to iPhone for years and dependable 100 just because of the UI, the way they present it,
Right.
the way
It was the
they
presentation.
utilize, and I know you're gonna smile about it. They utilize other Android products and pieces to make the best phone.
Oh, I know this. 60% of an iPhone is Samsung products. I know this already.
But it's how you package it, how you present it.
You put your brand on it and it
Listen,
becomes
you
something
put that
else.
Apple brand and look at Cupertino. Like, you know, it's nice, clean, white. You always know it's Apple.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And I'm going to get into my brand development. You have to keep your brand clean. You have to always push your brand. If you look at McDonald's, I know a kid remembers that Big M. He wants a Happy Meal because you know what? The Happy Meal tastes
Absolutely.
good. The Happy Meal comes with a toy.
Toy.
Mom doesn't buy toys in the store.
and it's cheap.
Right? So mom will buy your Happy Meal. So
Nice.
then we go into the programming, right?
Colors.
Are they really eating fast food, or they're programmed to see that they want toys, and they get parents to buy their food anyway, right? You think about it in different ways.
That's crazy. That's
So marketing and branding is always big,
Right.
right? One of my cousins, she would not let a McDonald's sign fly from a quarter mile, and she was 2,
wow.
right? So branding, that's why branding is so important.
Yes.
You know, if you see a bottle and it has black soda on it with a certain silhouette without looking at it, you know it's Coca-Cola,
Dude, I'll show you branding right here.
Red Bull.
How about this? How
One-
about Band-Aid? It's really called adhesive bandage, but we call it Band-Aid because that's the name
Because
of the
of the brand.
company.
Is the brand.
Clorox.
Bleach, right?
Bleach.
Yeah.
We call
We call it
We call
Clorox,
it
though,
Clorox.
we
right?
name products
Based
to
on
their
the
brand.
Yes.
So when you
Q-tips.
hear,
Exactly.
right? So we're
Cotton
going on.
swabs.
When you hear eSports, I want you to think about Frazz,
Oh.
right?
I like
And that's
that.
what my
I like
brand is
that.
going to be,
I like
right?
that. I like
I
that.
look up to these big companies and say, hey,
How did they do
what do you think about when you think about it? If you think about a tea, you think Lipton. If you think about literal Spanish food, you think about fast food, you think about Chipotle,
Right.
right? You don't think about Southwest Mo's anymore, right?
It depends.
Someone took over,
if they're
quote
gonna,
unquote.
they're gonna put eventually they're gonna push that guy out, and it's gonna be too portioned, and the whole cultural experience of the food will go out the damn window.
Right, and then Shake Shack, right? I love Shake Shack. That is the best burgers. I'm a burger connoisseur, and I love burgers. I literally went across New York City and tasted every burger from
Checkers,
everywhere.
bro.
I guarantee if we open a business, his first restaurant, it's gonna be a Shake Shack.
No, I'm not.
Make it your own Shake
No,
Shack.
this is the thing. I'm not gonna. And this is one of my goals, and in our son of one of our pre-conversations, I always say dream big. He told me dream big.
Dream
right?
bigger.
I
right?
like that.
And
We need that album.
I need that, and we're gonna live to that, right? Because you know what, I thought my dreams was just too big anyway, right? Because I say billion, you understand, owning, and this was a dream from let's say 18, 19, just because at that point I didn't know any better, and I love fast food, right? And I
I
said,
do too. I still do. Shit.
I just jokingly said, but yo, was speaking in existence, speak positivity. I said, I'm going to own every one of each restaurant. And then, my executive director, he says, that's a lot of restaurants, right? I'm like, I know, but I'm going to try, right? And that drive really kept me pushing. And he's just like, hey, look at that guy. He's like, he put an impossible task in front of him. But
It's
you know what?
inspiring.
He still had the passion, the drive to still push through, and that's what all that matters. It's just like you aim high, right? If you may not make it there, right?
Right.
But you're gonna try so hard, you're gonna be you'll be arm's length from it because you just tried, and that's the biggest part about life. You can't give up.
A rapper told me one time the greatest line, good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He said, you got to be smoother than you every time. I was like, at first it didn't really register. And
Right.
I'm like, smoother than me?
Smooth.
Right.
Like, I'm smooth, bro.
Right.
I got to be smoother than that. And then
I'm
next
silk.
time, the thing is, you got to be smoother than that.
Right.
What's that?
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? So it's like, wow.
Next level.
And it was a simple line. You would not expect it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. Okay.
You learn every day.
Yo,
Listen to me.
for real.
And I'm gonna say this 10 times. That muscle. Listen to me. I'm 30 years old, right?
Right.
And every day I learn, and I love it. right?
That's the moment where you gotta say if you love it, then you got it right. Then you got it right.
Yeah,
You just
got
gotta
the right level.
just
there.
do it. And
The only way is up from there, right?
Sometimes you just gotta, like my mother used to say, still says, grab your balls and walk forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just,
know.
I'm like, yo, that makes sense. Sometimes.
Listen to me. I work for a non-profit organization for about 10 years. I know about holding my nuts and keep it walking and shutting my mouth. Right. So
Speaking of, shout out Mama. I see you on the street.
yeah, mama.
Just see you.
Right after that line, you guys are evil.
How you say shout out mama after I said that?
Cause he said Mama, I was thinking about Mama.
Mama, love you.
Mama, we made it. We
It's
out
gonna
here.
be memorable just for that. Listen.
Listen to me. This is what I have to deal with, right? So King, right? was born 8 years younger than me,
Okay.
right? So this is a young bro, right? But listen to me, he's the young bull, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have no
it's
doubt
your
in
time
my
right
mind.
now.
I
Your
have no
time right
doubt
now.
in my mind that he's gonna take FrazzeSports to another level, because, you know, not like I don't love my brother. I have bigger plans, right? Dream bigger.
Dream
So even though FrazzeSports,
Shout out Ant-Man.
know, shout out
what an
Ant-
Ant, what,
Shout it out, bro.
man.
or
We need that album.
Tony Diaz now.
We need
Tony
that album
B,
again
Tony,
because
yeah,
we,
Tony B.
I have dream biggers. I
We
have
need that.
so a couple other things that we're working on other than esports generally. You know, we didn't get into it, but
Let's
the
get into
Warzone
it.
tournaments and stuff. A couple other things that, you know, missions that I'm really promoting, movements I'll say, is one, I touch bases on disability or quote unquote ability in sports, right? We don't know who has a certain ability, but you know what? As I mentioned, you can be anyone you want in sports, right?
And once you find that
esports.
ability, you hone that ability.
And you
and if you guys
practice
help them
that skill.
find the ability,
Right.
Listen to me, everyone has a talent,
It's a
a
strong
God
player.
gift
Right.
talent that they have, right?
Sometimes they need that little push.
I'm a
You see
sniper.
it.
I'm a
Listen to me.
sniper.
Listen to me.
Sniper.
I'm
I
a
hate
recruit
people
you.
like
I'm a
you.
recruit you. Don't
I
worry.
ain't
And
gonna-
we need a sniper
I don't
on.
like snipers, bro.
we need
Yo.
a sniper,
I'm a
but
demolitionist. I got RPG for your
Listen, I
ass.
got a controller, but my 50 rips.
all right. I like that. I like that.
Like,
You know, so ability, right?
Yeah.
Would you say, for instance, if you were smaller, would you be able to get that MG91 and hit that off? No, you'd be like, right? Or for me, you know, bitch, my balance issues,
it would be a whole training mission before it even became
Right.
enjoyable.
I would hit 20 shots and I'm at the floor.
So
at the
like,
point,
yo,
and
can I
I'm just
Shooting at the sky.
I like,
I'm
I'm gonna
shooting
go
at the
smoke
sky
a
at this
cigarette.
point.
That was fun.
And you know what? And you know what? I'm gonna sit there because I'm gonna finish the clip on the floor.
Let's,
you know?
let's just wait till he finished the 100 rounds, guys.
Yeah, let's just wait. I'm on the floor. You know what? Because you know what? I'm not gonna give up, and I never gave up. Right?
right.
Like when, listen to me. Both legs were broken. I made sure I was walking in 4 months. Right?
Dude, that's a feat.
Pushed hard.
That's
like,
a feat.
Listen to me.
That's
Only
a feat.
strength and dedication and drive. Right? I was like, you know what? Another mission. I want to do the whole 5 borough pike tour. Right? Come on. People don't break their both legs and do that. You got to keep driving and pushing.
That's
you know
and
what?
that's hard to do with somebody with no injuries.
Listen to me.
Like let's be real. I would die within a mile, literally go
Right.
dead,
Come on.
collapse.
And nothing, as I say, nothing's impossible, right? And you could say you did this or been through this, but I feel like through esports, you can live a whole new life, and you can just do other things that you couldn't do physically.
Right.
So that's why I feel like it is important, because as the world becomes socially distant, and listen to me when I said socially distant, coronavirus did not distance the world, right? We were already distanced. We were already dating on Tinder.
Yeah.
We were instant messaging each other. You understand? We didn't know how to talk to people at the bar. We only spoke to Instagram and DMs, and the social aspects of talking and actually meeting someone was gone.
Right.
So
It's very true.
social is digital.
Very
and
true.
That's
Very
why
true.
some people, they say introverts and extroverts. The whole generation
Is
is
introverted.
introverts.
Yes.
And it was created, as you said, certain cycles were created, right? And you said that cycle was created. This cycle caused, you said desensitized. This cycle caused that,
Yeah.
you know, and
Desocialized.
desensitized. Now we're desocialized. So
And-
me, I'm a very social person. I thrive off of social, right? I thrive off of people, speaking to people, hearing them out, right? And I feel that right now we don't have any connection.
Right.
And if anything that built the world was that connection.
Right. As
Was
humans-
that touch. Listen to me. Studies say I always do it here. You're gonna hear me say study says, right?
Right.
They did a study, 2 studies. Tipping a waitress, right?
Right.
He went, okay, one person touches the waitress on her elbow,
Okay.
right? And the waitress touches someone on the elbow as they're taking payment, right?
Right.
And the other waitress does not touch,
Okay.
right? The power of touch. The waitress, 9 times out of 10 that touched the customer's elbow received more tip. right?
Makes sense.
The customer the customer that didn't get touched on the elbow didn't get as much tip, right? So what is it? The human always need that touch, right? We mentioned earlier. You see, you got to touch it, right? We always need that touch and nurture. So now that we're in a time where we're social, we're distant 6 feet, we can't touch each other.
We're all pissed.
I mean,
Because we're not allowed to
feel
practice our natural thing, which is being a social animal.
Right, and I feel like it's an agenda by some higher power. I'm not gonna get into much, but at the end of the day, I think as humans we were born to be together. That's why we came up with the quote, "It takes a village." Why does it take a village? Because together we're stronger. Right. I mean, the Warriors had it in the championship, strength in numbers. What does that mean, bro? We're stronger together. They counted the fans in that. So at the end of the day, we need that to build, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if we learn that now, we could teach the younger generations, we'll have a future to look forward to.
See, even the future that we're looking forward to, it's already, you can read about it.
Okay.
It's
see movies.
It's the past.
It's well written about, even in documentaries, by like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Michio Kaku, when they talk about what it could be. And like Civ 1, Civ 2, Civ 3. The hardest one to attain is 1.
Right.
Because 1, everything that the human race has that's still that's counterproductive to being united, maybe hive mind, maybe not, but I think eventually hive mind mentality or being able to hook up to a network, like I was saying before,
right,
will help. But that's the next evolution, and that the hardest one to let go of ego, let go of the id,
right,
because that's pre-programmed,
right,
for self-preservation.
Right, it is.
And now we're growing to that point where we're so connected that self-preservation is having the knowledge,
right,
as opposed to being able to fight.
Right, because knowledge is the real wealth right there, bro.
And now we're starting to see it. And once we attain that Civ 1, don't you see, everything else is already, it already makes sense. So, okay, let's invest in that and then keep it going and then become an interplanetary species. Because right now we're being very cavalier with the fact that shit don't fly through the universe.
Right.
Yeah, like, yo, be easy with it, man. I know everything is moving out, but there's got to be one asteroid just chilling that can knock another asteroid, and then, like, the more we're one planetary species, the harder it is for me to tell what our survival rates are going to be. So that's like,
okay, so
when Elon Musk makes it to Mars and starts a little thing there, I hope he does, and for the human race.
Blue and red children.
But, I don't care. I don't care.
The only problem was
Do
that
it.
they would sensitize his stuff.
Doesn't matter. Like, if the guy can get people on Mars, I don't care what people try to do.
He is not going to be able to live on Mars. That's years away.
Well, like, at least visit it.
Yeah, we could visit
pass
it all
by.
day.
We'll pass by.
We go like land on that
son
bitch. You got to land on that son bitch. Otherwise, it's not visited.
We still got a rover over there right now.
Yeah,
we got a couple of them, but we need to put boots on the ground, and then the fire of the human race will fire. Look how we were going when they were going to the moon. How everybody was like, "Yo, we're gonna watch this," and this is
my question.
Like,
is,
humanity is going to the moon. So like,
we run into some shit we're not prepared for, bro.
Well, that's we were gonna have to grab your balls and let's go. Right. Shoot that missile, bro. We're flying. We're flying, Cap.
You think we have enough?
I hope that we have enough to send a message back real quick, and the next people will learn from that mistake. No. There's gonna be sacrifices, bro. There will be blood and research. That's like me and my friend were talking. He had a big argument with me on this show. my boy Breeze, and we were talking about flying drones, like drones you can actually fly, because like sit on and fly, because that's going to be the next evolution in travel.
I saw that.
Oh, you saw that episode?
Of course.
Oh my God, we went apeshit because he was like, I'm telling you, guys like me are just going to build it in the backyard, start flying around the block.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that's invention. That's what's gonna it's gonna happen. Like,
we got something like that.
We already have all the components.
How many people are going to lose heads?
Right.
From rotors, and
right,
hands.
Right.
And it's like
the new bikers are meeting on top of apartment buildings.
I mean, let's think about it. How many people died from cars when cars first came out? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Think about that.
Listen to me, autonomous driving.
Oh, my God, this Tesla bullshit, bro.
It's a good start.
Listen to me. I feel when autonomous driving, AI driving, goes full circle worldwide, I believe 1,000,000% that the death rates from car accidents will drop tremendously.
True, but you're taking the joy from people like me.
Right.
Go to the racetrack.
No. I want to control the car.
Right.
Go to the
I want to
racetrack.
have
No. I don't want to. I don't want to
control.
race. No, I don't want to race. I want to enjoy my drive. I want to cruise.
I want to feel like
So
I'm in
it's got to be integrated to people who do want to take manual control. It has to.
They'll give you your own road.
Fine. Let the automated cars have a lane, and let us have our 3 lanes.
Listen, this is already happening.
It's like-
Automated
Yes.
cars. Automated cars
Yes.
are going to be above
I
ground.
mean, they have automated taxis already in Las
And
Vegas.
we're going to be underground. Oh, you don't see the Tesla tube that's happening right now, right?
Yes, I do. I know.
Right. So we're going to be underground, and you guys can stay up in the heat,
Okay.
and we
And-
have our own lane.
And like, there's not heat in the middle of the crust.
Right, but you also have no control. So it becomes a very big self-driving taxi.
That's a phobia for me, bro.
I-
It's not a phobia. It's just that I want to be able to.
I like to be in control.
I will take that car and do that tunnel shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But when I get out, I want to put that shit in manual, ludicrous mode, and pull off.
Of course.
Peace. Me, I push the pedal.
But then to go to
You know what I'm saying?
desensitize with our kids, he said he's going to teach
Our
my
kids are not going to give a shit.
He said
they're
he's
gonna
gonna
get in
teach
and go
my kids to
take me to
drive.
McDonald's.
I'm
right?
teaching my son how to drive,
And that's
bro.
what I'm saying. He said he's going to teach my child how to
teaching my son
drive.
I don't care.
Right? And I said,
That is
The-
going
it's-
away.
he's not going to even think about a driver's license. He said, I need to get my Tesla permit. Da, 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 right? Because he's not going to drive anymore.
And the Tesla permit is inputting proper directions into the
Right.
navigation
And he's
system.
like, and I get everything.
Learn
to
how
my
to put your
phone.
hands on the steering wheel.
Where would you like to go?
Steering wheel is a thing of the past for me, right?
GG.
Of course, the
Yeah.
Tesla tells me I need to keep my hands on the steering wheel. Bad boy. Okay, it took autopilot away from me many times, but I can't wait for the steering wheel to go.
No.
I love driving. No, I get it's invigorating, right? But at a certain point, when I'm on a road trip going 24 hours from Florida, I only
be
want to. I
driving.
only want to
True.
drive. Hold on,
True.
I
I
want to
wanna drive.
drive in 2 states, in Georgia because they're very nice.
Drive where you want.
In Florida,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they're like cones. Because grandmas drive like this. So that's my 2 favorite states. But
It's just too
in
much road
Virginia,
for them.
Georgia, I mean the other states, North Carolina, Carolinas, where Carolinas where they give a lot of tickets.
Right.
Give me autopilot. Give me 90, and you give me that legally. Let me relax because then I can have fun when I want.
True. That's what I'm saying. And I think it's very capable of integrating the passion for driving with automated driving. And it's happening now. And either dedicated lanes or vehicles that are sophisticated enough to predict human movement, or like knee-jerk reactions, and they'll have the sensors to.
Or somebody spilling hot coffee.
When we do dumb shit,
my
all right.
God.
Yeah,
I was going to get a
To
laugh.
translate it,
The
when we
reason-
do dumb shit, we
Listen
need
to
to
me.
have that
The
thing
reason
see
you
it.
laugh.
saying?
The reason you laugh because
what
you
lane
saw
is
me
it?
laugh because I was about to say people do
The dumbest shit.
really.
I mean, to integrate
Dumb
what you're
shit.
saying, what is necessarily the safest lane? There's no safe lane.
The safe lane is your parking lot.
Well, yeah, because you can die crossing the street. You
It's a
could
fact.
die from drinking too much carrot juice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit, I died already.
You can eat a beef jerky
and you
die,
came
man.
back. Shit.
Resurrected.
Resurrected, man. I gotta bring esports to the world, and I wanted to leave. One of the, no offense, because King has FrazzeSports. I'm gonna let him speak for about a half an hour about the tournaments.
Yeah.
But one of my big missions, right? So disability, and I have a all women's East 2K team.
Actually, I think we all need a drink.
Yeah, I think we need a refill.
Yes.
So you know what? I'll finish.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What's up?
We're on an hour. This is my perfect time. Let's take us a little bit of a break, a smoke break.
That sounds good.
You know what I mean? And then we'll come back, and it's going to be segment 2, my Twitch people.
Yeah,
Thank y'all
medical
for chilling.
marijuana. It's good for you.
Hey, listen, drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. But medical marijuana doesn't
But
kill
you know
anybody.
when your legs are broken and you have
I
pain
said
all
don't
the
do
time.
drugs, or whatever y'all, use your own scale on what is what,
Kids.
This is GodMode, and you collab with Frazz eSports.
Because you know,
Yeah.
kids,
You know the
you're not
vibes.
watching this right now
Yes.
at 12 at night. You should be in bed.
Or you
and
should
mama-
be signing up for that tournament that
And
I sent
mama,
out.
use that CBD.
Sign up for that tournament.
We're gonna take a little break. I see
Little
y'all
break.
in a minute.
Be right back.
5 minutes?
You know the
We'll be
vibes.
right back.
You know the vibes. How's that, guy? That was good?
Mike's live.
The microphone is still on because it's a microphone.
I'm sorry, mama. I love you.
Frazz eSports.
You didn't even drink it.
So that's all I drink. You know Mike's live. We'll be right back.
I look like a Trini.
You ugly on the mic. Get out of here.
I look like a Trini rapper.
You guys, we'll be right back. We just, a little break. Get some drinks, refreshments.
Right. Whoa. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah. Yeah. I'll play this shit with no picture. This is radio talk. Look. They call me John for the Baptist, Grim for the devil. Separate your mind, meditate up on my fucking level. I'll come through in the 7. They ask me how it's done. Get it together, make this game work for you, done. I'm on that grip and rip with my psychotic shit. Schizophrenia induced madness with full clips. When I be gripping and ripping, man, I'm spitting for real. I hit 'em with like mechanized steel. Cause everything that we be doing is illegal. Keep it tighter than Bugsy Siegel. 32 revolvers in the back of the Regal. Oh shit, that's how I'm rolling now.
Hey.
Pull the handbrake, sir. Step out of the vehicle. Keys on the roof.
We're back.
10,
It's
14, 10,
Frazz
14.
eSports.
All day.
You got Stephan, you got King Frost over
You
there.
already know the vibes.
Man,
Bow.
we back.
New York
You know,
City in the
refresh.
building. You know,
Meditating, get your mind right, get your brain right all the time.
Elevate.
This is the New York side of headshots.
Wow, you know
Yeah,
what
New
I'm
York
saying?
side, you know what
You
I
already
mean?
know. You know what time it is.
Yo, mine P5 vicious, y'all.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
you
got
talk
it.
about it.
You got a gold yet?
I don't, to be real with y'all, I don't have any gold guns.
Me neither.
You know you could buy accounts, right?
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I want to earn things.
Yeah, bro. It's easy to earn.
It's
things,
because
bro.
to me, it's like if you have the gold one, I could assume that you
played
do
it.
this shit for real.
Facts.
If you buy it, it's your mistake because I'll kill you.
Take your shit right after.
Pops, yo, you don't understand.
What you got to say about LeBron James Jr. Bronny, as AKA, using someone else's player to play a tournament? Do you think about
Privilege.
that? Privilege. You got money. LeBron
Money.
James.
Money.
Listen,
Money
he
privilege.
got a legend player.
Status.
You know how in cell phone games sometimes you can buy like the next level thing for like $2.99,
Right.
Right.
and you skip like 6 levels,
Right.
and you think to yourself, each one of these little games, how much am I investing? At $2, okay, boom,
Right.
Okay.
and you got $2 and you advance a couple of levels, feels good.
Microtransactions, huh?
You got another.
That's the direct comparison to
Right.
what that is, and you can pay your way through because when you reach a certain level, it's going to ask you again, but this time
Right.
it's going to be $9.99, bro,
Mm-hmm.
because you want to reach level 16 from level
Right.
8.
Right.
It's a choice.
Right.
Some people want to get ahead because they support you,
Right.
and to me, those are the people I would want.
Right. Of course.
You're supporting my brand, son. Like what?
Of course.
You need special gun colors.
and that's special gun colors, and that's what we're all
Yo,
about. You know,
God mode. I want to see God mode John right there on a
I
gun.
need that skin.
Oh,
I
nigga,
you know
I
what?
need
I need a God mode, shirt and
I
skin.
need a God mode shirt, guys.
Don't worry, you know I do graphic designing.
We need some merch.
I'm gonna send you my logo like today.
Well, send it to me.
Y'all heard it live, God Mode
Yeah,
Podcast.
I
you know
got
what I'm saying?
merch for him.
We're pulling up
I'm
with some
gonna
merch.
send you
Yo,
some renders.
we about to powerhouse some shit. Wait.
But God
God
mode.
mode.
Listen
Frost
to me. You hear?
eSports.
Yes.
eSports,
Look
you
at
hear
that.
me?
He didn't miss a
You
beat.
didn't miss a beat. Listen to me.
Yes.
And that's what we're about, right? We're about brand development, uplifting, right? And you know what?
It has to be fun. If you're not having fun doing what you're doing,
Right.
if you're here and you don't have fun doing what you're doing,
You gotta react.
this is the other thing.
You fall into the cycle.
This is the other thing. So you need to go find a new thing.
Facts.
That's all, yo. When you're honest with yourself.
Right. But listen, a lot of people, feel that way, right? There's two type of people in the world, right? There is people who settle and stay and live in a house for 50 years, and there's people that change, right? People that go out and get another job or can't live in a city for 5 years, right? And the movers and shakers, right? And we need those movers shakers, and we need some people to be stable, but who's happier, right? There's a book called Nickel and Dime, right? I don't know the author, but I read it in college, and it goes about waitress, right? She goes, she works minimum wage, and she can't be stable, right? Because she has to work a job. But people who can be stable, lawyers, doctors, they stay in their job for 10 years, but
They enjoy the outside life.
Listen to me. There's people that think outside the box, right?
Those are very far and few in between, and those people should be cherished and developed. In fact,
course.
I think we should go to the extent of like Japanese, like the shit that they do in child development is pretty scary.
Right.
It's methodically wonderful. You know, it's like, okay, first, we're not even going to teach him about school skills. We're going to teach him about liking being here.
Okay.
Then we're going to teach him that when you're here, you got to keep this place clean.
Okay.
Because for you, and they, you know, instill that kind of shit. And then at a certain age, I am paraphrasing.
Right.
I look at the camera when I say that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all, you know, if you could take the pertinent, all right?
Yeah.
Take the damn pertinent. So, there comes a moment where they start specializing, like little Johnny likes fixing cars.
Right.
Little Billy likes working with circuitry.
Right.
Okay, let's put them in that direction.
Right.
But there's still like a threshold where we can always switch them.
So why can't we turn them to esports? Right?
Esports is going to help all of this development, and it's going to actually create a whole new set of athletes.
Hey,
The
imagine that.
mental athletes.
It creates a new league.
Guys, like when
in
you
whole.
see them on the street, you're like, no, stop.
No, he's not.
No,
He'll be
no,
a
no.
professional player.
You know, you don't
making
want-
millions
Yeah,
with his
yeah.
hands.
Like,
Right.
and,
But then you see him
and
pull
he's
up with that
looking at you
McLaren.
as like,
He look like a regular dude, but he pull up with that McLaren, and you like, where is he getting it from?
right.
Imagine. Just
I
think.
do imagine, and it's gonna happen. It's already happening. $13 million. You told me
Listen.
my song got over here.
And I didn't even get into Ninja, right? You know, I have a whole presentation about how much Ninja, you know, Tyler
What-
Brevins.
Don't
What
know
is his
who that is.
network?
I do not know who that is.
What is
but
his network?
now
Tyler
bro?
Brevins.
He's one of the top Fortnite players.
Listen to me. He's the top. I'm gonna say this. Not Fortnite player. He's the top branded streamer.
Streamer. for Twitch.
Branded.
That's true. That's true.
He's not a Fortnite player.
okay.
He's a brand.
You're a Fortnite.
He is Ninja. And if you see that Ninja logo, you know it's Ninja. Listen to me. This guy made, you see 13 million? He made 13 million in a couple of months. Imagine that. Listen, I went to a presentation.
I didn't know how big this is.
I
Like,
went to
I'm learning today, y'all. This is like, 'cause
You're
this is
learning.
something I don't know.
You're learning,
Like,
right?
and I'm like learning happily. I'm like,
We're-
this. You know, like Neo when he's hooked up to the fucking thing, learning kung fu and
Yeah,
shit.
that's-
I'm like,
Yeah,
I shouldn't know all this, but I'm gonna.
But listen,
Tell me
we're
more.
always going to teach, right?
Tell
And
me
we're-
more.
We're
I
all
need to
about
know
uplifting,
more.
right?
Because I do headshots.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah,
You gotta join the tournament, bro. You gotta let them know that you're serious about these headshots.
What
bro.
tournament? What tournament you talking about?
You know, we got a Warzone.
I'm a PlayStation
tournament.
head, man.
I don't need. Listen,
Listen to
guys.
me, we accept all consoles.
I don't even know. You know what? I don't even think King got a chance to even talk about the tournaments.
The
What is Frazzy
tournaments.
Sports and like what do we
Yo,
do? Like how,
yo.
how we're uplifting.
So
how
if
we're
I
doing
want to
things.
join a tournament, tell me how I'm gonna join a
yeah,
tournament.
like,
So
I want to
it's simple.
join.
Let-
I'm
Let
PlayStation
me-
stupid stick.
Let me start
I'm trying to join a
Let me start
tournament
here.
with my MP5.
I got
son.
you, bro. I got
My
you.
shit is zebra.
What
color.
is
It's nice.
What
It's
is
red.
an MP5? A cell phone?
Ratatata.
That's a new cell
It's
phone,
a
right?
submachine gun, bro.
What is a
That's
submachine
it.
gun?
I like what he's
You know
talking
what I'm
about.
saying?
All right.
But Hidden Vibes is like, all right, Frost Esports, we host weekly tournaments, right? You can pay your entry fee, there's cash prizes. You know what I'm saying? We go from any games from FIFA, 2K, Apex, Warzone. We cover it all. We try to get
All
from
good.
quads, solos, trios, duos. We do it all. We try to get it every week. I mean, cash pool is big. When building a community, everybody could build their streaming platform.
Where can I go for that?
You already know you gotta go Frost Esports on Twitter, on Instagram, and Frost_Esports at Twitch.com.
I can't spell.
That's
That's why I wanted him to say it. That's why I asked the question. I just It's covered. Don't you see?
FRAZZESPORTS at Instagram
Oh, you
and
know what?
Twitter.
I'm doing
Follow
that right
me
now.
right now.
Hold on. If you guys are not doing that right now,
You
I'm
know the
gonna do it.
vibes.
Frost eSports, you know, join the wave, join the mission, join.
But
the
our main
movements.
goal here is, besides hosting these tournaments and giving kids and just everybody a platform, all consoles, just to make money while playing the game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because as he was saying, you would always hear growing up, you would never make money from playing the
Right,
game.
of course.
So now we're changing that.
You
You're gonna
legitimately,
make-
you
We're gonna
We're gonna
legitimately
make
have a
money
chance.
playing
Never make
games.
money.
You get what I'm trying to say? And that's how it is.
That's very cool though, because it's really opening up this thing as being a serious contender that you can't say nothing to.
Right.
You know, there's certain things that you can't. Like if you're arguing with a bigger man, there's a certain level you're just not going to take it to,
Of course.
Right.
because unless you have something and the balls and the balls,
Right, and
Ball.
you gotta have
And
it.
the fight and the drive.
you're gonna get
If you don't
fucking
have
you're gonna
it,
get
of
fucking
course.
trampled.
Yeah.
So that's a decision you got to work with. Same thing.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So we just aim to build that platform for the gamers and streamers to build from, even if it's a stepping stone or just a career they want to build.
You know, just because you guys are inspiring me, because my boy keeps on telling me he's so angry. My boy Synthetic Messiah says Lava SL. Y'all know who he is. He's been on the program. I got Modern Warfare first.
Yeah.
When that shit first dropped.
Right.
This one, the current one.
Yeah.
I went with the season pass. I did everything.
Love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that. I just I
Like
look
the
at
grind.
I look at it and go,
I need that.
yeah, because I started with the first FPS,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
Remember that. Always remember that I appreciate the history
Of course.
of what I'm able to pull the fuck off. I've been Bad Company 2, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing I've ever done in a video game. I had this, again, sniper, because
Right.
I'm a douche. I'm the one.
Headshot
I'm
king,
the
man.
camping scumbag. You will
That I
never
hate.
find me. I will. You know what I'm saying?
I got
I
C4
get
And when
for
I
that
and when I
ass.
move, it's with a semi-automatic. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know,
That's
of
where the
course.
MP5 comes in here.
Of course.
Right.
So, boys are flying a chopper.
Yeah.
It was a nice one, bro.
Yeah.
It was like that one you don't see all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. When they're flying it full of people, and I just look. I'm like, whoa. I zoom in. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't hit this motherfucker. Poof.
Ah.
Cross map type shit.
Oh man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I headshotted the pilot.
Oh boy.
Can you clip that?
Come on, I need that highlight. I need
that
to
clip.
put that highlight. Listen to me.
You
Because
know how
it's-
old this thought is? This thought was just for you guys. It was marinating for
Listen to
me
me.
to enjoy
I
right
don't
now,
think it's a
telling
thought.
somebody
Listen to
who
me.
understands.
I
Yeah, bro.
You
But
understand what I'm
it's
saying?
people like
That's
you
5 people
that
just
make me
go
rage
dead
quit.
scud.
Right.
I just
right,
gotta say,
right.
people like you make me rage quit. Because when somebody snipe me from out
Let me listen to me.
when
Shit got real.
when somebody snipe me out of a chopper,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yes, sir.
I've seen
Yes,
I've
sir.
seen
I
that.
am that
Listen to me.
evil. I am
Yo,
that
bro,
evil.
I make sure I remember your name. I make it out the gulag. And I'm coming
Bullet
back to
timing
you,
is
bro.
my name.
I
Bullet
really-
timing
I really
with 2
fly.
Coming back
T's.
to you, bro.
I
With
really
two
fly,
T's.
but I've been a part of, like, you're in a chopper, and it was probably you, right? Our
John
pilot,
Bunter, kid.
our pilot gets
AKA
killed,
Gun Hunter.
and then we don't know what's going on, and we die too, right?
and,
You gotta
and,
know how to switch them
and-
seats, boy.
and just to make it worse for you,
Right,
I never meant to do it.
right.
You just let me
man.
see.
Exactly.
Let me see
Exactly.
if I can
Look,
hit this.
I just go brrrr,
Let me
and
see.
then it's like tuk, 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 ka-ching, and like stop.
People like you, that's why I stopped flying choppers.
Stop.
Stop flying.
Stop
Everything is
flying.
worth a try, right? You got it. You're not gonna win the game if you don't try. And
You
believe
can't
you're
tell
gonna
me
win the
bullet
game.
travel on an MP5. I will lob
Right.
lob 20
would.
at you fast, bro, from
would.
far
You gotta-
away.
Yeah, like,
You know what?
you gotta
know
aim
what?
to the sky
Look,
first.
look, I'm into shipment, okay? 24 hours shipment.
Okay.
All right.
You trying to level up your gun.
Hold on, wait,
Daddy's
wait, wait.
stupid. Yes.
Hold on,
I
wait.
want to
Hold
level
on.
everything.
Hold on. I hear a lot of talking, right? And you know what? We
I don't
hold
even
on.
use the shotgun anymore.
We
just
host
because-
tournaments.
Just
Yeah,
because
shit.
I don't use the shotgun anymore because it's like I have everything. Stop.
We
And
use-
it's just going for the gold now.
Hold on. I hear
Gold now.
I hear a challenge. I'm gonna a
I have
live
a-
challenge.
I
yeah?
have a camera on my PlayStation. When I broadcast on Twitch, y'all could see my stupid ass on the couch.
Say that.
I want to see that.
It's happening
You-
anytime.
You know what? I think you're trying to challenge us because you make beats, we game. So we could do a little 2v2
We're
on
gonna,
live.
We're gonna call this me getting fucking my giblets. We're gonna call it giblets.
Who you gonna bring? Who you gonna bring as your teammate?
SL. I'm gonna bring SL as
Okay.
my Slavchik. Save me, please.
All right, Slot. Yo, you better be good.
He
Please-
booked you,
please
bro.
understand.
He booked the date already. Look
Thank
at
you.
me,
You just
bro.
brought me back to my story.
date.
Right.
You brought me back to my story. I love that. So Slava goes, you know what I'm saying? He goes, he invests in this game in a way that I just don't. Right. And I'm talking like in a few weeks he goes, yo, we're gonna change our thing, and I still have it as my shit.
Yeah.
GodMode, GDMD.
The clan tag.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm saying like that's just me and him. And he's like, no, I'm gonna go into this crazy shit. He finds these crazy boys with crazy things.
Yeah.
Right. And I play a game, and it was amazing to me.
Yeah.
It was hilarious because I got to see it live, and we're playing. And he's
Right.
like, "This is a guy. I don't know." He mentioned his name. He goes, "He just kills people like it was Warzone, like shit places that I'm like, oh man, this is a little open world for me right now. I need to be somewhere with a rifle, but no, I got to follow these idiots."
Right.
So,
And they headhunting.
he goes exactly. He goes, he kills everyone. Don't worry. He just kills everyone, and the guy
everyone.
laughs,
You know what that
and
means?
shit, because they're on PC,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
and I'm like,
You know what that means,
and I'm
bro?
like, yo, and do I know what that means? Yes. Anywhere I seen guys, and by the time like my dumbass was, I was there dead, and the
by the
guy
time
was
you
and the
scoped
guy
up.
was laughing. He goes, I got him, and Slava's running. This is how invested he got in this game. Okay, I stopped playing.
Oh man,
That's crazy.
he just took it to another level.
I stopped playing.
Why you?
He
And-
just like me. Hold on.
And
got-
if you
he
you
get-
look up the last SL podcast,
Yeah.
somewhere in there he goes, "Why did you make me buy this, bro? Why
Stop
did you
playing.
make me invest my time, bro? You need to play this with me." So
you
So
can play.
excuse me. Y'all asked me at the beginning. This is me trying to fight eSports guys that fucking run tournaments. So yeah, I'll bring him, and it'll be shipment. And if I use that bullpup
Challenge.
shotgun,
Challenge accepted.
Lord have mercy.
Any rules? Any rules?
No rules.
Guess what?
I'm used to waking up and dying at the middle
what?
so
Bullets-
many
said-
times.
Bullets.
Bullet timing, baby.
Bullets don't penetrate my shield. That's all I
He
got.
said. He said no rules.
Yeah,
you know what that
but you're
mean?
gonna get stuck with a sticky.
If you can catch me.
Of course I can. You're gonna be running at me trying to bunt me.
Listen,
you're gonna be
Listen,
running at me
come
trying
on.
to bunt
All
me.
I gotta say is, look, I'm
I'll
gonna
back
tell you
up
my
and
loadout
stick
real
one
quick.
to you, and we'll
I'm
both
gonna tell
die,
you my
bro. It's gonna
loadout
be
real
cute.
quick.
It's gonna be the riot force, man.
If you
right?
stick
gonna
me, I'm
happen.
running at you. If you
That's
stick
what's
me, I'm
gonna
gonna run
happen.
at you.
You
That's
think I
a
don't
fact.
know? I know,
But you can't outrun my throwing knives. I'll tell
bro.
you that.
I was a beta tester for fucking Counter Strike.
Ooh, we're shaking in our frost boots.
No, bro. I love it. I love it. Yo, this show's gonna be called Johnny getting his motherfucking ass whooped by some
yeah.
motherfuckers who do this
Yeah.
shit for real.
Uh-huh.
But like, I just walk in on it because I got infinite lives. I already know what's coming, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
You know what
we're
I'm
gonna get
saying?
it right.
I'm gonna
You'll be
get
alright.
yo. Y'all be alright. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay.
I'll be all right,
Just
sure.
know that all the fans will be watching, right?
Yo, I hope y'all understand now. I'm getting my ass whooped, but I'm gonna try real hard. I'm gonna catch you with a sticky bomb on your shield.
All right, say that.
We are
You
gonna
might
die
catch me with
together
one.
because we are gonna die together because I know you ain't gonna let me
Nah,
just
yeah,
run
I'm
away.
running at you, bro.
Just
I'm
remember,
running
it's
at
two of us, so
You, I'm just scared of.
it's the old gunman.
Listen, missing a cat like you're a supervillain right now.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right.
I
We'll-
like
we'll
that
see.
though because it's infinite lives.
Right, right. Don't worry. You can make a mistake. You'll come back.
Yo, 50 times over, I'll learn what he does.
Listen,
No, that's
listen.
how I play. That's how I got better, bro. Just watching good players play.
Play
You'll get
over and
better.
over.
And I have two controllers, so when I throw one in anger,
Break it.
I have another one.
listen. You can't. Hold on. You can't do that to the PS5 controller. Shout out to PS5
I
releasing the
can't
video
wait.
yesterday.
I can't wait.
Oh,
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I can't.
It's happening.
I can't. Listen to me.
I don't know how to feel about it. Can I be one of those? I really don't know how I feel about it.
Evolution, kid.
Because it's. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the game graphics are great. That's what I expect.
I'll be honest.
Sony
But-
sent us two.
I'll be honest
them.
with y'all. I'm gonna get this thing and I'm gonna broadcast everything.
Listen to me. You know what it should have?
And I'm gonna call it the douchebag.
I need to
trying
see it in person. I think that's what
Listen
it
to me,
is.
Sony.
Let me see it in person.
I'm really tired of having to get an Elgato. So if Sony, if you can put automatic capture card in PlayStation 5,
God mode.
I'll buy 100. I'll buy 100.
eSports.
FrazzeSports will buy 100 PlayStation 5 pre-order if you put streaming on it. I need my whole team to stream straight from.
I mean, I feel like what they just showed us the hardware. They didn't really show us the software in a sense.
I wonder if the
Or did
control.
They
I
showed
wonder,
graphics,
you know,
but
yo, I just got a sick idea.
they didn't really get detailed.
I just got a sick idea.
Go for it.
You know how right now you have the camera,
Right.
sits on top of your
Of
TV,
course.
like right now, points down and captures you. What if the PlayStation, or at least an accessory of it, could clip it onto the controller
Okay.
and
Like-
it's aiming up at you?
Like tournaments.
Like whatever. I'm just saying
but
another
that's
another
a
median of
good
how
direction,
to
yeah.
show you.
Oh, that's nice.
You know why? Because, for instance, when you see my shit when we game, because now apparently
You gotta get on
I have
the
no
number.
way out of this, so you know, I listen. I'll put my trigger where my mouth is. You know, I'll
Sure,
probably
let's
catch a
do it.
bullet
Let's
though.
do it. Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
catch a
It's
bullet.
okay,
son.
Let's do it. I mean, you know.
So when you see me, you're gonna see the couch. You're gonna see everything.
Okay.
So for guys like me who don't have access to green screens and just want
Right.
to like casually dip in, have that thing looking up
Right.
and have it automatically remove the background.
Right, because if you look
And
at
put
the
you on
leagues
the
right now,
side.
if you see where their
You know what
cameras
I'm
are
saying?
placed, especially like in the coronavirus time, like their camera is normally at the bottom of the desk facing up at them, watching them play.
And their motion sensors need to be able to read closer for small confined spaces like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me how the fuck I know.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Because I
Alright,
want
bro, this is a warehouse to me, bro. I don't know what you.
Anything is possible, right?
No. Out there, believe it or not, if you do that, the wand thing, which I think is totally dope and underdeveloped,
Yeah.
fucking way underdeveloped,
Of
bro.
course.
And the cameras don't read that close here.
Okay.
I'm on that threshold where I need to move the couch, and I'm like, I don't want to do that, bro.
Right.
I need
Right,
you
right.
to self-adjust, bro.
Do this.
Don't stop playing with me.
You need a Tesla.
You've heard, yo. I
We're
do.
gonna let
Elon
AI
Musk.
We're gonna let AI run our lives.
Listen to me.
bro.
At Elon Musk, I need caravan mode. So when Paul has his Tesla and we're going on a road trip, he can just stay in line,
Yo,
please,
At-
because he just takes over.
at Johnny Grimm wants a free Tesla. I promise you, it'll be worth it.
Listen to me. The-
Promise
the
you.
Teslas
places-
are overrated. I'm just
Listen
gonna
to
tell you
me.
that right
Gimme.
now.
I promise you.
He's gonna have a Tesla. He says overrated. He's gonna have a Tesla too.
Guarantee I won't have a Tesla. Guarantee.
You don't have to. But what I'm saying
It's
is,
just gonna be in your parking
but
lot.
what I'm saying is, look. What I'm saying is, this is me with a piston hanging off of my neck, telling you,
Yeah.
A piston.
this is gonna be so much fun.
Imagine.
Why
Imagine.
reject it? Don't reject it. Develop it.
Let's go.
All you
I'm
need
ready.
now is battery storage, bro, because
Yeah.
you have motor capacity.
Of course.
And you have to develop solar strong enough to where it tangibly recharges the vehicle while it is parked somewhat. And that'll be the emergency system of you always having enough juice to
Hold
get
on,
to
we
a
can't be
fucking
giving
charging
away.
station.
Listen to me. We have a lot of power here. We can't keep
Can't-
giving away things.
Can we
Hold
can we
on.
talk
Or
about
can
the
we?
irresponsible use of Tesla users though? Because I feel like people
I'm-
get away
I'm-
with it, and I'm not looking at nobody in particular, and like talking about having to stop on the highway and look for the next charging station because we might shut down on the highway and push a fucking
That was
40,000
irresponsible.
pound car.
It was irresponsible driving on my behalf.
But I'm saying
I was
people are
excited.
irresponsible.
okay?
You know what I'm
In
saying?
my defense, I was excited.
And I don't know if the Tesla can account for it.
Listen to me. Instant power. Hold on.
That's all I gotta
but instant power on that first day, having a Tesla off the lot. Listen to me. You want to, as you said, you want to go ludicrous, right? And that day with no kids in the car, because I drive kids, it's safe for the kids. Listen to me.
Spaceship mode.
The
It does
only
feel like a
reason,
spaceship, though, I'll give you that.
the only reason
Think about
where
how cool that is.
why I respect the Tesla, because no longer cylinder buildup and an engine buildup. It's instant power right at the bottom of my feet. If I need to get in and out, I can go. And if I need to stop at a 3,000 pound car or whatever,
Stops quick.
it stops quick. And you know what?
Efficient.
One more thing. if you go 80 miles per hour on a 60 mile per hour turn, all 4 wheels turn. And I never experienced that G-force and feeling in my life
Or
where
being able to take a turn you didn't think you
taking
could
a
take.
turn, going
that speed.
80, and it says 60, and then hearing my back wheel literally go and adjust to go like this. And listen to me.
Yo.
Yeah, you say you want to take the love out of driving. Tesla added a love for driving that I never
That's
had.
just like, you let me control that. I'm a happy fucking camper, bro.
Listen to me.
That's all I need in my life. And a place to park and charge the shit, and that's it. It's over with.
I think to me,
That's
it
why the
makes more
solar.
sense if you
That's
have
why
a-
the solar to me is so important.
If you have
Right.
the solar in your house, if that would make
No,
more
I mean
sense.
on the vehicle.
Let's
on
all
the
do
car
it.
itself.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know.
Let's do it.
I still don't like Tesla.
Let's do it. Listen to me.
It's just
If Audi does it, I'll love it.
It's the best available.
You're right.
Listen
You're
to
right.
me.
It's the best available.
right.
It's the best. Listen to me. It's the best thing.
Porsche
now.
It's
has
like
something
iPhone.
that they mimicked it, but it's that much more money.
Listen to me. If my wife hears me talk about another Tesla, I think she's really going to delete Tesla from my bookmarks.
She might just hurt you.
I think so. Or she just knows in her mind, like, when is it coming? When? When? We're gonna get Tesla.
To be honest, I have 2 more things left in life,
Yeah.
but I think I just added a 3rd one because of
Exactly.
this fucking car.
Now listen to me.
You know what I'm saying? I need a house, I need a T-Rex, and I need
I
a
don't mind
Tesla.
And you know,
I don't mind
and
a T-Rex.
hold on. I'm gonna say on episode 187,
187.
right?
Yes.
Right? That we're gonna move. This is not a death. This is not a murder. What I promote is a rebirth.
Oh,
Right?
on the same day.
Hold on the same day, we not dying. Listen to me. We're here at FrazzeSports. We're building. We're reliving as I have been resurrected. Listen to me. I died in that chopper. You hear me? They ain't war zone. You hear me?
There was no
Yeah, that shit was
gulag.
bad
It was
company
no
too, bro.
gulag.
No
And when they
gulag.
say you see the light, they ain't lying. So
The Flash,
that being
man.
said,
The Flash, man.
today being 187 is the resurrection of GodMode, resurrection of FrazzeSport, resurrection of even thinking of how we think, right? And as we sit here and say we think about brand development, marketing, and really growing and building a community, this is what we need to do from now on, right? My mission from this rebirth is building that community. You know, we're going to touch bases on this because this is an hour long, but eSports in schools, right? I want to get eSports in all schools, right? And another shout out, but it's my baby. You know, I really want equality. So other than disability in gaming, I have a women empowerment gaming group. So all female gamers, so they can have a space for
Shout out
themselves.
Miss Lima. I see you.
Right,
going to
Lima,
the
that's
2K.
that's the third lady right there, right? That's our first lady right there.
I'd like to have a female esports serious player
Team
on the
captain.
show. I'd love to hear this.
Listen to me. We have talent. We have content, and I'm sure she'll
Have
love
her
to
on
come
the
out.
show.
Listen to me. And I'm gonna say this, right? She started the flame of women esports. My first tournament was a 2K tournament, right?
Right.
And recruiting teams. I know Lima. Lima said, "I don't want to play with the boys. The boys feel like they're too good." And I'm like, "You're right. They do feel like they're too good, but you know what? I know females that I know, shout out to, a player that I know that beat Lance Stevenson, right? In high school every day, right? And she's a female. So she's on our team too. So watch out. We got talent.
Wow.
And you know what? I'm going to say their name. They're the Talented Lady Killers, right? Bow. Talented Lady Killers, right? So they're going to be the first. You're going to hear it here first. They're going to be the first female esports team. And you know what? We're taking it so far in the woman empowerment movement that we're going to try to get a female avatar in 2K. Right now it's only males. But why does a female have to sit there and play in a male body when you know
Should be
she's
a
probably a
choice.
lot better, right?
Should be a choice.
But then goes the fact that
2K
someone
Live tried
said
something like that.
if they bring out a female avatar, a lot of men are going to use the avatar.
Nobody asked these 5 questions. Yeah, and so what?
Right.
Maybe
Right.
that was 4.
Right. But even still, right?
Yeah, and so what?
we're going. We're
4, right?
That was 4.
Thanks.
we're still getting to these missions, right? And we're uplifting, right? Right now we're doing coding, we're doing website building, we're doing I said we're gonna make the GodMode shorts. We're doing graphic design. We have a few graphic designers on our team. We got a few editors on our team, coders. You understand? We have social media marketers, right?
We got a couple artists on the scene too.
A couple artists. You see.
Wait a minute, we gotta bring the artists here. I
Little
got
brand.
beats.
Hold on, you see.
We can hear them drop
if
bars.
you see the brand
I
right
wanna
there, you
funk
see
flex
Star
it.
Life, right? That's Sky Yo. My friend.
Okay.
He's gonna come on the show.
Okay.
Well, he may not come out because he lives in the West Coast, but definitely shout out to him.
Okay.
A friend of mine from college.
Nice.
And then we have Lenny Coca. One of my friends from one of my previous jobs. Dope music. He's an amazing
no
guy.
fashion, but
yeah.
off-white.
Hey,
You
listen
know
to
the
me.
vibes.
Listen to me. That song is stuck in my head because it's just so catchy, the beat, and he has talent. So I'm gonna leave it for later, but we have a lot of talented artists that's a part of our team. We're young entrepreneurs building.
I want to have them perform here.
Oh, definitely.
I know you got some
hold on.
dope beats for them.
I hope you get more cheers because we're big and we're growing.
I
Listen
have
to
to
me.
put some albums.
I'm happy for you guys. This is like you guys are so passionate about it that it's like it just seeps.
Of course.
Like straight up.
Exude-
and
listen,
to me
exude
that's
excellence,
awesome
right?
because like that's really you guys have a goal, man.
Of
It
course.
shows you have a goal.
Of course.
So it's
we all
like
do. I feel like we all
like
do.
it makes me want to get my 50 cal out. You know what
Got
I'm saying?
headshots. But it's amazing to see what you've done here, bro. Like I said, we know each other for like 4 years, bro.
Of course.
And to
Of
see
course.
the
Thank
growth and the process of the studio came together so well, bro. Like exactly how you imagined it. It's not
Shit, as close as I can
there's
get.
nothing you have
Listen.
to change here, bro.
Listen,
upgrade
remember your baby basement because you know what? GodMode is gonna be in the big studio. You hear me?
The next studio, I want
Listen
to be
to me.
able to smoke.
Big
That's a
studio.
fact.
I want to be able to enjoy myself fully, and I want it to be like a complex of fun stuff that we can
Right.
do before we do the podcast.
Okay. Listen,
And
it
I
gotta
hope-
be. Listen to me.
I don't want to live there.
It's gonna be a whole. Listen to me. GodMode is gonna be so.
Like, this is
it's
the
gonna be so
idea.
big. Listen to me. I feel it. You understand? I know potential of business, right? And going through FrazzeSports and seeing what you have here in your setup, I respect that. I respect your building because you know what? I didn't know you did this. And you know what? This is big, and we're gonna take it to the top. You hear me?
Well, let's go.
Speak it in existence, you know.
I've been hearing lines like that and clung to everyone
Listen to me.
for a long time.
We're ready.
I'm in the hip hop thing,
Right.
and every artist, especially when they first jump in,
Yeah.
are like, "Yo, we're gonna take over the world."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, and every one of those, it's like playing the lottery. It's like, why
Of
would
course.
why would you go? You know what? Fuck what this guy's saying. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna do that.
Of course.
Why don't you look at it a different
Yeah,
way?
it's no
it
doubt
don't
for
cost you nothing. So yo,
Right.
why is this boy making?
Right.
Yo, look, I'm gonna give him some beats, man. Take that.
Right, right,
You know
right.
what I mean? Like, why not? Yo, what?
Of course.
You
There's
know,
no doubt for us. We
and
know.
what
we
does
know.
it cost you? Nothing.
Right.
What does it cost you to promote local artists? Nothing. And
Right.
it's you just gotta look. This is the problem. There's so much saturation of all kinds of artists of every kind of field,
Yeah.
even esports.
Of course. Of
Right.
course.
That to find the real nasty ones, you gotta actually look.
You gotta
Yeah,
look. You
you
gotta
have to.
find. You gotta build.
The guy wants to consume this. You have to find. So you know what, yo,
But if you know the format, you'll see that social media makes it
yo,
easy.
when I run out of things to type, I just stop and just start talking to it. Like, how does show me the illest flying drone contest? And it showed me the thing, and I was watching it, and these guys were flying over like this skyscraper, and I'm going like, they're going full throttle on the way up, they're going full throttle on the way down, and I'm like, yo, this shit actually exists, and these dudes are serious, bro.
We need to go flying, man.
They stop the thing.
Yeah, we gotta
they
go.
they stop the
Excited.
thing. Somebody catches it and changes the battery.
Yeah.
They have a pit stop scout.
You gotta piss
He
off
goes
the
like this.
drone.
And my son
That's
goes,
the lead.
yup, boop, and bop. And this shit goes, vroom, brrr.
Gone.
Listen to me. That's next gen. That's our future.
See, and this is what makes me happy about humanity. These are the things
The
that when I
evolution.
look at humanity, I can
Right.
stop looking at all the politics and like, dude, we're flying drones over skyscrapers as a racing
Imagine that.
sport.
You get pictures like
like
that.
this is the birth of some crazy shit once we can integrate it with that other crazy shit we're building.
Right.
And it makes you happy to be human.
Right.
Because these are the things happening amongst all this diversity and this needless shit.
Right.
It's just gonna keep going.
Of
So
course.
like this is the hope that you have. Nobody push the fucking button and let us make the 1,000-year mark as a
Of course.
species.
Yeah.
How crazy would that be?
Yeah. Imagine that.
Right. Different type.
That's
You know what? And I'm getting, this feeling, this weird feeling that you see that photo, in your background.
Man.
I really feel that your next studio is gonna be there, like on the top of the world.
Yo, one of my
Imagine that.
to be honest, this some Brooklyn Bob was like, yo, we got to get a crazy apartment in the city, and I'm like, I like houses, bro. He's like, no, you need to get one with a skyline. You got to put the studio right there.
Right there. I see that.
And
I
he's
really
like,
see that.
This is where you got to do it, and I'm like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, shit, if I really had that kind of
Right. But hold on, you do.
following, because with a following comes opportunity to do something like that.
Right.
Would I do it? Yes. Oh, yes.
We're gonna listen. You are doing it.
You
Remember,
get the bird eye view of a
speak it.
city that never sleeps.
See,
bro.
what I want is like, you know
People
how
die to come here.
you know how the Predator has that little gun on his thing. I'm a big
Laser.
Predator fan.
Yeah.
You should got.
I want to have
get the game.
the new one. I heard.
Tough.
Yeah. Okay.
Tough.
Okay. Coming from you
Gotta
means a
get
lot.
it.
I want to have a camera mounted like this,
Oh, nice.
right? Like a self
Shoulder
gyroscopic
cam,
and
gyroscopic. I
stabilizing
like
jump,
those.
and it follows things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just have it, and it'll be a new way of like filming shit.
Right.
Over the shoulder
Yeah, 'cause
type
they-
shit, and it's
They
like
are coming up with new
come
ways
on.
to
You
like
know what I
hide
mean?
the camera and make it,
Nah,
accessible
make
for
it
movies.
make it a sick accessory of you. Make it like this thing that's gyroscoping off of your shoulder as you run.
Yeah,
No.
imagine
You
that.
gotta accentuate it a little bit.
Right.
Technology is sexy. People are scared of it.
I want a camera to follow
Like-
me everywhere.
Like my dude, like
you?
Dr. Octopus. Imagine having a backpack of Dr. Octopus.
Right.
Like you could just what? I can have a tentacle, and you have to get used to making the thing go and grab onto
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
but then
yeah.
realize you have 6 of them, and you're like, what? I need to see that. I need humanity to get smart enough
We need that.
to
We
do
need
that.
We need that.
Next level. We'll
We
get
need
this
that.
one.
Yo, I'm ranting.
But
about
you know
crazy
what?
shit.
Frazz eSports and GodMode is going to be up there in the next reality.
I'm
in the
ready.
next future, man.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for that. And this was our first 187 rebirth.
Yo,
And it's not going to be our last, you know.
no, sir.
Let me get that. Let me get that God mode.
Hold on, let me hear that God mode.
God mode.
Frost eSports.
Remember that. Follow the links. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a YouTuber, so you guys gonna hear that later. I do a lot of things, right? But make sure you follow the Frost eSports on Instagram and Twitter. Look us up. You'll find Frost_eSports on Twitch and Frost eSports everywhere else. Okay, so look out for a Snap. Look out for us on Twitter. Look us for on Caffeine and Fiverr. So we're all there. We're gonna be there for a long time.
Promoting heavy.
Heavy.
We
Listen
coming
to
on
me.
it.
Our community.
If I ain't hit your
it's
inbox yet,
about-
I'm gonna hit your inbox.
It's
soon.
about 400 strong so far, and I'm not even gonna tell you how long it took us to do that because you're not gonna believe me. So I just say 400 strong for now. We're gonna be 1 million strong soon. All right, so Frost eSports. All right, let's check it out.
Thank y'all so much for chilling. 187. Peace.